Hello, I'm Megan McClelland, VP of Product here at Versity. Today I want to walk through the GUI for ScoutAM, our flagship data management platform. Versity's ScoutAM offers a simple but powerful platform to manage and preserve exponentially increasing collections of unstructured data. Data is ingested from primary sources to the ScoutAM cache, where a cluster of ScoutAM nodes group, optimize, and organize data that is copied according to policy to mass storage systems. Today I want to walk through the GUI for ScoutAM. I've fired up the GUI for a small test system that we have here in the Versity Lab. The first thing you see when you log into the GUI is the dashboard. This is the screen that reports high-level information for the ScoutAM system and connected mass storage systems. We'll come back to this screen in a minute. For a more detailed view on how the system is configured, we can take a look at the system visualization. Versity sites benefit from the flexibility of hybrid tape and cloud infrastructure. ScoutAM supports both on-premises S3 object storage devices and public cloud storage services, which you can see here with both Dell's ECS object storage and AWS configured as mass storage systems this ScoutAM can use. There is a small file-based ZFS system, and there are also 3 tape systems configured: a SpectraLogic Tfinity, an IBM TS4500, and a StorageTek SL8500. Back to the dashboard, we can take a look at the modules on the page. The modules at the top display the system and mass storage health and status. Further down the page is information about the cache. Current usage information is displayed for both metadata and data, which are stored separately in ScoutAM. You'll notice these graphs are both relatively full, but I do not need to worry. The ScoutAM cache will never fill to capacity. It is automatically managed between configurable high and low thresholds, which are displayed on the outer rings of the chart here. If there is a tape mass storage system connected, the Media Statistics module shows a high-level media summary, which includes usage, media types, and health. One of the really cool things about the dashboard is that it's customizable. A user can use the Customize button to decide which modules to display. The modules may also be reordered or resized to create a custom view. The Scheduler page contains information about what the system is doing. That is, what is being archived to mass storage or what is being read back from mass storage, which we call staging. You can see summaries and details for all of that activity, as well as the groupings that are currently being built. ScoutAM groups, optimizes, and organizes incoming data so that it's stored optimally and efficiently on the mass storage system. This bulks data, which is written in an open tar format in parallel to the mass storage systems, resulting in extremely high performance archiving. ScoutAM does similar groupings for data being read from the mass storage system, making sure that data is retrieved from the optimal copy in an optimal order for the type of device that it was stored to. This is particularly important for tape systems, where the order of data that is retrieved can have an enormous impact on performance. The backlog page shows a summary of what is waiting to be scheduled and how long it's been waiting. The Archive Media page shows information about volumes for the mass storage systems. These are usually tapes or buckets depending on the type of mass storage system that is connected. Looking at one of the tape systems, we can see there's a wealth of information about each tape, including type, usage, marks, and health information. The settings gear can be used to show even more information and customize the columns that are shown in the module. The search and filters at the top allow for quick, condensed views based on various characteristics. The configuration page can be used for a variety of settings for the ScoutAM system and GUI. A key configuration module for the system is here in the Archiver settings page. This is where the automatic orchestration for ScoutAM is configured. The ability to apply different policies and coalesce random incoming data streams into efficient streaming data sets is one of the platform's core functions. Configurable policies are applied to incoming data to generate the desired number of copies and write the copies to the defined destination. Policy definitions enable grouping by minimum or maximum size, user or group, and path. For each copy, there are definitions that set boundaries on the time that can pass and the number and size of items before the creation of copies. Multiple policies may be configured and are evaluated in order by the system. Other configurations that are used quite often include notifications and accounts and roles and permissions. Let's take a look at notifications. This sets up the destinations for various levels of notifications from the system. ScoutAM supports multiple types of notifications, which you can specify here. ScoutAM supports multiple administration accounts which can be set up, and roles can be customized so that different administrators have access and permission to different things in the system. These roles and permissions are also used for the API, which is very rich and has a lot of functionality. In fact, everything in the GUI is REST API driven, meaning that pretty much anything you can do in the GUI, you can do in the API as well. Let's take a look at the space usage report, which gives great summary and detailed information about space used by ScoutAM. The whole report can be exported to a PDF to make it easy to share with people who aren't administrators. The detailed information may be exported to a CSV, which is commonly used for accounting and chargeback. At the bottom of the page, there are really useful histograms, which show summary information for tape volume utilization. That's it for the quick tour of our GUI for ScoutAM. We didn't have time to review all the pages or functionality, and there's more available in the CLI. So if there's anything you'd like to see but didn't, please don't hesitate to reach out to Versity for a personalized demo, or check out our YouTube channel at Versity Software for more feature highlights and demos.